Hello children. Okay, now I hope all of you are prepared for your first essay. Okay, just let me give you a brief revision of all the lessons of English. So open your textbook with the first page, that is first lesson on the contents part. You will have your lesson Dhyan Chand. Then from the autobiography of APJ Abdul Kalam, Never Be Greedy, Gulliver in Lilliput. Are these 4 lessons for your first essay portion. And the poems are If I Knew, The Choral, Child's Evening Prayer. Okay, this is all your portion about. And for writing you will have only Child's Evening Prayer. Okay, so these things you have to remember. Now from the grammar part, I have already sent all the question answers, notes, everything is given to you. Okay. Now I will tell you the paper pattern so that you can study likewise. Okay. So your first part in your paper pattern, you will have, what is that? Give meanings. 1 into 5, that is 5 meanings you will have to answer. And mostly all the meanings are from the textbook. Those who have joined the group later, maybe it will be a problem for you. So see that all the meanings are from the textbook only. So you have to write the meanings. First question contains 5 marks, which is 1 into 5. Then tick the correct answers. That is also there in your textbook. So while you are revising, you have to open your textbook and do thoroughly from your textbook. I don't want any spelling mistakes, because language is all about pronunciation and spellings. All these things, detailed correction will be done. There you will be losing your marks. So please don't do that. See that you write correctly. Then third main is make sentences of your own. Mostly I have discussed many of the words with you. Even if that is not there, from the text itself you will have few words wherein you have to make sentence of your own. Each child should possess that activity. Everyone should know that, how to make new sentences. If you know the meaning, you can do any new sentence, right? Then complete the poem. So only one poem is there for writing here, memorization. I don't want to burden you. The other 2 are not there. Only Child's Evening Prayer, you have to write that poem. Then answer the following in one sentence. One sentence answers are there. Already all the answers have been given to you in your, and you have already written it in your classwork, right? So that consists of 10 marks. Then the other question is of answer the following in 2 to 4 sentences. That is how many? 5 you will be having. 2 into 5 is equal to 10 marks. Again the second question contains, children please make a note. You are going to write 60 marks paper, and maybe that is for the very first time you are going to write such lengthy paper, right? Until last year you were writing 40 marks. So this time you will be writing for 60 marks. See, so that you have to check your speed and correction, writing properly, good handwriting, everything should be done in these 3 hours. Okay. Then next question is an essay. That can be any topic. I don't like spoon feeding you children. So it can be any of one easy topic which you have to write on your own, right? There is no need for me to give. If I give about my friend, I will describe my friend. That shouldn't happen in your essay. You are going to write, you have to describe your friend. If you are going to write about your mother, you have to describe your mother. Okay? If I give that on the board, it's like just telling about my mother, right? So the topics will be very easy. You may get my pet, or my mother, my father, my teacher, my friend. Also everything, very easy topics will be there. You have to write that on your own completely. Okay? It will consist of 3 marks. So if you write 10 lines also, it's more than enough, right? But you have to write it on your own, right? Then the last question is do as directed. Do as directed is nothing but which contains 15 marks of grammar. Okay? So grammar, how it is? Grammar means this time as if you were in school. Then I would have have taken you side by side. After finishing with nouns, I would have got to pronouns and I would have done it gradually. But due to short of time and through video, I have covered maximum topics how much I had to teach you. Yes? So, but still a brief revision of all the grammar topics. So, be attentive with your textbook, right? Now, on page number 17, you have picked the right answer from Dhyanchand. You have to do that. Okay, now coming to the next grammar topic, that is kinds of sentences. I think in the beginning, in the month of June, I had already explained this chapter to you, that is kinds of sentences. So here a brief explanation regarding that is kinds of sentences. So what is a sentence? Sentence belong to four main kinds. A sentence is a group of words which make complete sense. This you have already studied in 4th. In 5th also I have already sent a video on this, but just be attentive as I am reading it to you. The four main kinds, they are statement, question, imperative, exclamative. Okay, these are the 4 type of sentence. Question mark is nothing but interrogative sentences. First one, statements are also called as declarative sentences. Declarative sentences can either be positive or negative. If no and anything regarding negative, no, not coming, all these are negative. The other sentences are called as positive sentences. So, here on page number 18, you have an exercise there. Write the types of sentences. Okay, now first thing, some examples are given in there. Just I am reading it to you. Statements, also called declarative sentence. Questions are nothing but interrogative sentences, both yes or no type questions. Were questions. Were means where, how, whom. All things which you ask the question, they are called as interrogative sentences, right? Then commands, request and advice are called imperative sentences. Command, get me the glass of water, shut up, go out. I think I have already explained this lesson in the month of July itself, but it is, I am refreshing you again, you just remember that. Then there such things are called as imperative sentence, and finally which shows wonder, shock, excitement, all such sentences are called as exclamatory sentences, right? So there is an exercise, just I am reading it to you. You also mark it while watching the video. You also mark it. She is not my cousin, she is our neighbor. What is it? Not is there in that sentence, isn't it? So it is a negative sentence or a negative statement. He is the best speaker of our school. What type of sentence it is? Declarative sentence. It is only a statement. So it is a declarative sentence. Are you interested in going to see the match? Question mark is there. So interrogative sentence. Why can't you be satisfied with your present achievements? Again, there is a question mark and also the sentence beginning from verb, that is why, whom, where. All these are interrogative sentences. So the 4th one is interrogative sentence. 5th one, you don't like backbiting, do you? There is again a question mark. Okay. So that is negative interrogative sentence. Stop making noise. It is a command. So what it is? It is imperative sentence. Please do me a favor. It is a request imperative sentence. Hooray, we have won the cricket match. It is exclamatory sentence. Okay. Then after that, here there is one exercise. Change the sentences as directed. We will leave that part. I will teach you in detail in the 2nd semester how to change the sentence from declarative to interrogative. There are some more rules to be taught, that you need not do it in this hurry. So you leave that. I will explain the chapter again. Okay. And write 2 synonyms for each word. Synonyms are nothing but same word, same meaning. That also is given to you in your classwork. Just go through that. Okay. Synonym. And make new words from each of of the following words. For example, one word is given such as international. You have to make new words from this. For example, you can make inter, you can make national, then you can make nation, isn't it? Like that, you can make many more words from this. This will be one sort of question, right? So you have to remember that. And identify the adjective and name its kind. So that chapter also is taught to you. What type of adjective it is. For example, Akbar was a great king. What type of king Akbar was? He was a great king. What does it tell? It is adjective of quality. Okay. I have 10 pens. What am I having? 10 pens. How much? 10. 10 is nothing but the adjective of number. Okay. So this point is clear for you, making new words. Then coming to the adjectives. Now if you are not remembering that, go to the previous video which was sent there in YouTube. You can again go through that and make yourself alert, or else be thorough with your classwork. That is also enough. You have to underline the adjective. In one of your tests, I can remember, you had underlined the adjective properly, but you didn't identify the kind. That shouldn't happen. You should identify the kind also. Okay, then coming to give one word. There are few set of words here. For example, alphabetically order words are given. Which is that book? That book is a dictionary. Such type of questions also may come in your grammar part. And then rest is synonyms for the underlined word. What are synonyms? You have to replace one word. For example, good is there. You have to replace good by great. Anything word related. Synonym means having the nearly the same meaning. You have to remove that word and you have to replace it. Right? And choose the appropriate conjunction. Conjunction also I have explained it to you. Conjunction is nothing but a word which joins two sentences. Right? Where you have to join the two words, that is called as conjunction. For example, but, because, as, yet, all these are the conjunction. You have to make a sensible sentence of two sentences by adding a word conjunction. Right? Then opposites are there, which are very common. You have to be doing that. And another one is a new topic for you is read the following passage and answer the following questions. That sentence will come from elsewhere. Okay? Any one paragraph will come. You have to read that very short paragraph. You have to read and you have to answer that. Right? Your paper should be neat, because neat handwriting contains marks. You have to first think of that, and as the paper is a bit lengthy, you have to write it in a very nice, good speed you have to write. That doesn't mean that you have to hurry. Check your spellings, and children, your paper should be very, very neat. Use a proper full-scale paper to write your papers. I don't want anyone's rolling paper here and there. I will not correct your paper. Better make it sure. Okay, see that your papers are neat, because we need to correct it and give the marks. And if your paper is not neat, I may not correct it also, I am telling you. So I want your paper to be very neat, and always begin the sentence with a capital letter. Okay, these are the main rules for your English paper. Remember that. While writing the poem, begin with a capital word, and then you have to write the poet's name. All these are mandatory, children. There should be no spelling mistakes. There should not be a thing. The proper alignment should be there in your paper. Where you have to start a paragraph, you have to leave one finger space and begin the writing of the answers there. And if it is essay should be in small 2 paragraphs or in 1 paragraph. That also you have to start after leaving 1 or 2 finger space. Right? Then only you have to begin with the essay. You cannot write anyhow. No one is going to see. At least as small children I may excuse you. But later on no one will see that essay also. Okay? And for comprehension part, no need to copy the passage in your answer sheet. No need to copy the questions also. directly you can write the answers. Even while writing your answers in the paper, please follow the same rules, right? In that also not necessary that you should see that and then copy the questions and then write the answers. Not necessary. Question answers, but fill in the blanks, write whole thing, match the following, directly write the correct option for that and tick the right answers. No need to copy the options, directly fill in the correct option. Okay, so these are all the rules you have to follow during your exam. And finally you have to see that you are quite sincere in your work, right? Don't copy, just go to still 3 more days are there. Just go to the textbook and whatever is given at the back of the textbook, be thorough with that, and that is the same grammar you have to study, right? I hope I am very clear. So all the best, do well. Okay, fine, good. All the best.